because whenever I build something up a lot in my head, thinking like, oh God, when the last one's done, when the last premiere's done, it's gonna be like I'm walking into a new world, blah, blah, blah. And so I'll probably feel like absolutely nothing. I'll just be like, God, I gotta get another job, like the whole time. When we were shooting the last part of the first one in Valencia, and they'd forgotten to book me a hotel room, and I turned up at 3 o'clock in the morning, and I was like, and I had to sit, and it was prom night in Valencia, and I had to go and sit on the bench outside the hotel with my suitcase, with all these 17 and 18-year-olds driving past in their cars, like just being like, ha, like throwing sodas at you and stuff. And that was my last 3 days on Twilight. I'm a very different person in a lot of ways than I was before I started doing it. I mean, you get quite thick-skinned. I mean, you know, a lot of the stresses and things which you have to deal with. I mean, most people would never have to deal with the amount of pressure and stuff, and I think it's a good thing. I mean, you really learn how to cope with it. I'm basically trying to get my DVD collection there. Like, I mean, I'm working with every single director who I bought their movies when I was a kid. There's quite a few, yeah. And yeah, and kind of, I mean, because that's how I've always thought. I've always loved movies. I never really knew. I didn't want to be an actor when I started getting really into movies, and so my only idea about a career is to be in the movies that is to make movies that I would buy when I was 15, and yeah, you know, working with Herzog and Cronenberg and David Michôd. Like, I mean, these are all the people who I like. They're the movies I would want to buy if I wasn't in them. So, I mean, people are they're quite willing to meet you, especially if they have kids. If they have daughters, they're generally really willing to meet you, people who you'd never expect. But it doesn't necessarily mean they'll work with you or something. But a lot of people are definitely willing to meet you. And then after that point, you're on your own. Like, you got to prove the same way as anybody else.